Good morning, actually. Today, and in the last class, we have discussed about velocity and speed, all about velocity and speed. Today, we will discuss about another physical parameter, physical quantity that deals with the motion of the moving body. So, let us go through the new topic that is acceleration. So, acceleration is another critical parameter that is associated with the motion, and it helps us to describe motion. Acceleration, let us check out what is acceleration. As we have told you that if position of an object continuously changes, then the rate of change of position is called velocity or speed. In this case, if velocity is continuously changing, then we say rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. Acceleration is a vector quantity because velocity itself is a vector quantity, and acceleration always takes place in the direction in which velocity is getting changed. Mathematically, acceleration is expressed as ratio of change in velocity to time taken for that change. So acceleration equal to change in velocity divided by time interval for which velocity change. So acceleration can also be expressed as, uh, say, if an object starts or moving with initial velocity u, and after some time t, it acquires a velocity v. So the object's velocity changes from u to v. So change in velocity will be v minus u, final velocity minus initial velocity, and divided by time taken for that change. So suppose a body moving with initial body velocity u and changes its final velocity v in time t. That is, u changes to v after time t. Then acceleration a is just equal to v minus u divided by t, where v is final velocity, u is initial velocity. Now, let us have some brief points regarding acceleration. So acceleration is a vector quantity, and direction of acceleration is the same as the direction of the velocity, or direction of acceleration is in which the velocity changes. Direction of acceleration in that direction in which velocity changes. Now, acceleration can be either positive or zero or negative. Acceleration of a body is zero when it moves with the speed, and if uh, velocity and acceleration is opposite to one another, that is, acceleration is directed opposite to velocity, then acceleration is said to be negative. That is, in that case, if velocity, final velocity is less than initial velocity, then acceleration is said to be negative. Now, next thing is that measurement of acceleration. Because acceleration is a physical quantity, so it must be measured. And for measuring, we need SI unit or units. So for acceleration in CGS system of units, it is measured in centimeter per second square, because you know that change in velocity will have unit meter per second, yeah, centimeter per second, and divided by again time, second. So second becomes second square. So we write centimeter per second square in CGS system of unit. In SI system of unit, acceleration is measured in unit meter per second square. And in case of large velocity change or distance, uh, acceleration has unit kilometer per hour vertical line when distance and time involves other units. Next thing, a uniform velocity, a uniform acceleration. Types of acceleration, try to understand. Uh, Uniform acceleration. A body is said to be moving with uniform acceleration if it travels in a
A
straight
straight
line
line and equal
and if its velocity increases by equal amounts.
by equal amount in equal interval of time.
Okay, and then acceleration of the body is said to be uniform. If it changes unequally in equal interval of time, then its acceleration is said to be non-uniform. In this class, we will go through uniform acceleration. And non-uniform acceleration is will be non-uniform acceleration will be studied in higher classes. So right now we should focus over the uniform acceleration or constant acceleration. Therefore, a body has uniform acceleration if its velocity changes at a uniform or constant rate. This implies that velocity of a moving body, if increases with constant rate or decreases with constant rate, then body is said to be moving with uniform acceleration or deceleration. Negative aspect of acceleration is deceleration. Deceleration causes retardation. That is decrease in velocity of the body. When you apply brake, velocity of object starts decreasing. In that case, acceleration can be said as deceleration or retardation. Okay. And negative acceleration is called retardation. Next example, say this ball is here, situated at this platform. The motion of freely falling body is uniformly accelerated. As ball is dropped, the velocity of ball will increase continuously with constant rate. Say, after dropping from certain height, velocity will increase from 0 to certain non-zero value. And increase in velocity per second will be 9.8 meter per second square. This will increase with that rate. Initially, while it was dropping, its velocity was 0. But when it come to the ground, and just before ground it will have maximum velocity. It means final velocity is much more greater than that of the initial velocity 0. So here our body is said to be moving with positive acceleration. And if you throw a ball from the ground in upward direction, in that case, what do you see? While throwing the ball, you impart the maximum velocity to the ball. So at that time, just before leaving your hand, the ball travels with maximum velocity. But as soon as ball move up and up, its velocity go on decreasing. And at the top, where it comes to rest momentarily, its velocity becomes zero. In this case, initial velocity was maximum and at the top final velocity was 0. So final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time will be negative and hence result is said to be with negative acceleration or retardation. Similarly, look at this block is at inclined plane. When you release this block will uh, initially, that is at the starting, its velocity was 0, but as soon as it is released, uh, its velocity go on increasing, and when it comes to the bottom, its velocity will be maximum. So this is also an example of accelerating motion. Now we have to take another case of non-uniform acceleration, just to have a definition for that. A non-uniform acceleration, if a body uh, moving with various rate of change of velocity. That means its velocity changes continuously, but not with constant rate. Say, once you start from your house, sometimes you start with 10 kilometer per hour, and after that your velocity becomes 15 kilometer per hour, then again becomes 12 kilometer per hour, and again becomes 20 kilometer per hour. So there is not a constant rate of variation of your velocity or speed. And while you're driving your bike, you take sometimes left, sometimes right. Sometimes you move northwards, sometimes you move eastwards. So direction of motion is changing. In that case, acceleration velocity is not changing with constant rate. In that situation, we say the object is moving non-uniform acceleration. So a body is said to be moving with non-uniform acceleration if its velocity increases or decreases, if its velocity changes by unequal amount in equal interval, then acceleration of the body is said to be non-uniform. That is, a body has non-uniform acceleration if its velocity changes at a non-uniform rate. As for example, the motion of a car on a crowded city road. Sometimes speed of car increases, sometimes decreases, again sometimes increases, sometimes left, sometimes right. And while you are on the way to the market from your home, you moving with cycle, and you see on the way some kids come on the way, some dogs come on the way, and some speed breaker come on the way. That's why your speed or your velocity is not same everywhere. You sometimes slow down and then increase. So in that case, your motion is said to be moving with non-uniform acceleration. In case of uniform acceleration, your velocity will continuously either increase or will decrease with constant rate. That is the uniform acceleration. So next thing is retardation, deceleration of negative acceleration. Just I have told you that negative of acceleration can be named as retardation or deceleration. So retardation or deceleration is not another thing, the same physical quantity. Only difference is that it is negative of acceleration. Acceleration is basically when velocity increases, then we say the object is accelerating. But when velocity decreases, then we say object is retarding or decelerating. So a body is said to be retarding if its velocity decreases with respect to time. As for example, when you starts from your home and moves continuously, and as soon as you are about to reach your school gate, you apply brake to your cycle or bicycle, and speed of your bicycle slowly changes and ultimately come to rest. In that case, your cycle is said to be retarding or decelerating. Okay, but at the home, you start and you increase your speed and increase so that you can reach school at good time. So at that point, your speed is continuously increasing or velocity is increasing. That's why your motion is said to be accelerating with increasing speed. On the other hand, when you apply brake, decelerating, retarding with decreasing speed. Now, a car is decelerating to come to a halt, come to rest after applying brake. Now, next thing we have to study graph, motion, mathematical representation of motion. Hello. Is there class for any other subject right now?
No, sir.
No. Okay, correct. So go through this and I will upload this on YouTube channel. You can again view it. Okay. After viewing again and again, your concept will be more wider. So remember. Uh, uh, did you see the lecture of the last day on YouTube that I have sent the link or uploaded the same lecture on YouTube? Hello.
Sir,
Yes, आपने लेक्चर कल वाला लेक्चर देखा था YouTube पर?
Yes, sir.
क्योंकि कुछ बच्चे छूट जाते हैं तो उसका छूट जाएगा, क्योंकि जब भी स्कूल खुलेगा तो मैं इसके आगे पढ़ाऊंगा, ये फिर चीज डिस्कस नहीं होगा, ये ध्यान रखना। तो ऊपर से हम लोगों को इंस्ट्रक्शन है सीबीएसई से ही। तो अभी जो पढ़ रहे हो इसको डेली के डेली यूट्यूब पर, इसलिए मैंने यूट्यूब पर अपलोड करने की बात किया है कि भाई बच्चे बार बार उसको रिव्यू करते रहे। समझ रहे हो कि नहीं? Okay, now try to understand. Next topic is ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ मोशन। मुझे लगता है कि आज की क्लास को इतने ही पर रोक दें क्या?
Yes.
नेक्स्ट डे हम ग्राफिकल, चूंकि अभी किन्हीं का क्लास है?
No, sir.
अभी
No,
किन्हीं का?
sir.
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है। तो ऐसा करते हैं कि इसको और आगे कैरी ओवर करते हैं फ्यू मिनट्स मोर। नाउ ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ मोशन। अब तक मैथमेटिकली डिस्क्राइब किया था मैंने, अब हम ग्राफिकली डिस्क्राइब करेंगे। ऐसे इसको न्यू टॉपिक बनाया जाए, ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ मोशन को न्यू टॉपिक में डिस्कस करेंगे नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम रखते हैं, ठीक है, ताकि बेटर रहेगा कि हम इसको क्लियर करें। Okay, so in our next class, I will discuss about that. Okay.